Hello there, this is Ben Fournier. Here's more Mass Effect 3 of Doom. Gonna see how far back in time I get sent, since it crashed on a cutscene sequence that lasted 10,000 years or so. And I like cutscenes. It's cool to have sort of an interactive movie type experience, of which on Nuno Forever's thing on Anime and Manga, there was a news of an interactive movie that they have going on. But yeah, that's a neat thing. I used to like choose your own storybooks. One was actually having like choices in space where you had like, you could fall into a singularity and other crap like it. All the way back here, my word. Fine, here we go. Oh my word. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. But yep, here's the sequence of Doom again. With meeting Javik, the snobby Prothean. But do you know the way? Who knows the way? Let's get it going. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Or like 2 minutes. Come on, wake up. He woke up on the bad side of the bed. Anger. Anger. Whoa. Oh my word. It's like the end of Army of Darkness, where it's like, no, I slept in too late. Be careful, he's confused. Although in Run to the Movies, it seems like they watched the newer version that had it where he shows up back at the same time.
Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been
a few minutes
of Doom.
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online. Those soldiers are still alive.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment.
Of Doom.
Get your life pod now.
Impossible. Yep, here we go. With this cutscene again. And yes, I'm still talking over it because I like not having people pretend to own it. I mean, I know I whine about it too much, but once is too much, you know? When people pretend to own cutscenes just to be mean to others, it's like, what the heck?
The bunker is secure. Commander Traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people.
Of Doom.
How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Lots and lots of clone troopers.
The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately.
Yep.
You will be the voice of our people.
Fun.
I will be more than that.
Right. I will be Bugman of Doom. It's a shame they couldn't have brought him along to the collector base.
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
You're an idiot.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Wow. You can't bother shaking hands. How nice of you. Of course, they wouldn't necessarily have that same thing, but whatever.
That's correct, Ed. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
You just need more prune juice. And you'll evacuate really fast.
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Yay. Oh,
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
and hopefully not
I'm on my
crashing
way.
during the freaking cutscene again. Although, I still have 13 minutes and 18 seconds left. Until the 19-minute timer stops anyway.
What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. He had to dust off the
Just
regulations.
ridiculous. Assume hostility. How about assume neutrality? Rather than let's make sure they're hostile. But
But he's
whatever
not
though.
new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
Yeah, that doesn't mean
At
anything
ease.
though still.
I don't think our guest will be a problem.
You spent your life studying them academically. That doesn't mean you know this one in
Will he?
particular.
That depends on you.
Let's keep pointing entropy
I
devices
can
at each other.
sense fear in you.
Guns, guns,
Anxiety
guns.
and distress. The Reapers are winning.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
What do you mean, you sense?
We're telepathic,
All
don't you
life
know?
provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience as a
Oh, Lord,
biological
why is
marker.
this so quiet? The volume
Then what
varies
exactly
so
did I
greatly
experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
of Doom.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which?
And here's... Yep, lovely xenomorph thing. Wow.
You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction. Our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
Why didn't you leave something in writing?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
Like
We
space
pieced
empties.
together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
And here's about where it crashed last time, right? With Liara speaking.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Yep,
Device.
it's still going.
The weapon your people were working on.
There's where it
I'd
froze
hoped
and
you could
crashed
tell us
last
how to
time.
finish it.
So it is a time limit thing, basically. Something just builds up too much after a point.
We
So
never
10
finished
minutes
it.
left.
It was too late.
And I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art. Killing.
Like
What
the one
was
that
your
landed
mission?
in the thing in 1951 in the game, or in the
There were
movie, the thing.
avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
Doom.
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only
Yay,
when the
eye
last
for an
people
eye.
have
At
been
least you have 4 of
will
them.
my purpose be fulfilled.
If you get glasses,
No
you'd
other
have,
reason
would
to
it be 8?
exist.
Would be nice to
Those
not
who
have to
share
wear
my
glasses.
purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dry.
Except Cerberus now.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters.
Extra crispy.
This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
Yay.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Let's see, where was that thing? Okay.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
Grunt.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm
A ton
sorry.
to her.
Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None
6 minutes
succeeded.
left.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
Weird how
We
the
could
hair
not allow
does that in
machines to
this.
surpass us.
The character
It was
seems to
decided
be
the
graphed
only way
to
to win was to unite all organic life within our
with
empire.
the default one or
Did
something.
it work?
For a time, the Metacon War. We were turning the tide.
The tide of
Until
pods.
the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods.
They got
What happened?
triaged.
The Empire had fallen, and
5
we knew
minutes.
our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option, you would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think.
The joy.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They
Stories
said our
of doom.
scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
Wow.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted,
Turned into
and
collectors.
turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Thank you for talking with me.
Okay, hopefully the
I never
cutscene
imagined
thing will
actually
end.
meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Good for
Oh.
you.
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
Right.
Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
Yay,
Though I still
Javik.
need time to recover. The shock has not worn off yet.
I understand. This must be a hell of an experience for you. We're just glad to have you aboard, Javik.
Yeah, he beat Ripley's record. Game saved. Alright, well, I'm gonna stop now before it crashes. But yeah, there's Javik there. I don't know if there's any, like, let's see, anything we can gather here? I don't know. At some point I need to make sure we get all the stuff. Let's see, we still don't have Daniels and Donnelly. No, I don't know where to get them. There's just Adams there. I know I saved the entire crew. But I also know we're running out of time before the game crashes. Yeah, let's go to CIC and prepare for next time. Alrighty then. Take care, everyone. Let's save just in case. Yep. And see if it crashes there. Nope, we can still move the mouse. Alright, let's leave while we still can before we have to use Control-Shift-Escape. That brings up the task manager. Anyway. Game over, man. Game over. Beware the space hamsters of doom.